Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all ready because tonight, WIW Fight Night goes to war. Welcome to Warzone. My name is Darren Jacobs, and this is going to be a stacked little pre-show. We have just a couple of matches to get you warmed up for the main Warzone pay-per-view, which is going to be a huge one. And I hope you guys are all excited. I asked you guys whether you wanted, on Twitter, I asked if you wanted a pre-show. You guys seem to be all for it, and so I provided you with one. Tonight we're kicking off with a Tornado Tag Team match. And the first person out, as you'll notice, is Liam Connors. Now, a bit of backstory to this. If you didn't see the last episode, last time out, Liam Connors teamed with Ryan Austin in what was supposed to be just a one-on-one between Liam Connors and Ryan Austin, but between Liam Connors and Jake Griffiths, the Cruiserweight Champion. But then all of a sudden, Ryan appeared from out of nowhere, from out of the darkness, and, you know, those two just worked together to beat him down, and yes, Jake Griffiths still came out with the win, but that's because Liam Connors stopped getting involved after the early stages of that matchup. But Jake Griffiths, I'm sure he took that as a win, but the general manager wanted to know why they did that. They haven't actually given a reason, but the general manager has decided to see, since these two like tag teaming so much, and since these two like working together, we'll see how they do in a tag team situation. So Liam Connors is out first, and teaming with an unlikely partner here tonight in Ryan Austin. Now, to a certain extent, are these two the best combination to work with each other? Probably not. I mean, Ryan's a very cynical person, very mischievous, can't be very well trusted. That has been proven in the past. However, I do see these two as very similar fighters, both very athletic, depending on their speed, on how well they do in the match. Of course, Ryan probably with the more clinical finisher and the running punt kick. I think these two could be a nice little combination. Will it sprout into a tag team? Probably not. I can't imagine these two trusting each other in the foreseeable future. But we'll see how they do together right now. But they're up against the team who have been in a similar situation, trying to work together for the last couple of weeks, for the last couple of months actually it's turning into. Haven't really quite clicked as a team, but they are trying to make it work. And they're starting to show signs that they're starting to trust each other. Peter Bolton's out here first. And both Bolton and Hart failed to capture the television championship last week. And the week before that in open challenges. Tonight they open the pre-show with this tag team matchup. And this one will be more beneficial for them. It is a Tornado tag team match, so they don't really have to trust each other that much other than to come and break up the other's pinfall. But do you know what? In the last matchup, when Peter Bolton was in the ring, there was signs. There were signs that Bolton and Hart are starting to trust each other, starting to work together. Because Hart was helping him, trying to help him win the match. Hart was claimed in the comment section that he was doing that to try and prove a point, and to try and make it clear, you know, that even when he tries his best, that he couldn't capture the title, and he did whatever he could to help him, which is true to an extent, but at the same time, you know, maybe if he'd been a bit more collaborative, a bit more cooperative, maybe that could have gone the other way. And look at this. Even in the pre-show, not afraid to bring out the no-heart, Alan Hart. He is here tonight with his partner, and again, like I say, not much trust between the two, but it is starting to build weeks and months of working together. They're now starting to pick up some victories together as a tag team. And a win tonight could go a long way in cementing that. And of course, the general manager has said, give it a try, see how it works. If things don't work out completely, then we'll tear you apart. But to be honest, the general manager sees it working. I'm seeing it working. These two are becoming a decent team. They just need to develop a proper trusting of each other if they're ever going to get anywhere in the tag team division. But here we go. The first match of Warzone, Tornado Tag Team. And we'll see how these two teams do. The bell rings and away we go. And Connors and Ryan, like we say, last week working together to beat up Jake Griffiths. Perhaps, maybe El Estrella Chico in the comments was right, and these two worked together to let out frustrations. We know there has been a lot of frustrations with Jake Griffiths. Of course, Jake Griffiths has assaulted both of these two in the past. Big knee there by Alan Hart, but Liam Connors stays on his feet and stays on top. Meanwhile, Ryan from the top, look at this! Oh, and he's flown in, but he's accidentally hit Liam Connors, who gets in the way. Bit of a miscommunication there, but Connors and Ryan stay on top for the moment. And yes, so it's going to be interesting to see how Connors and Ryan work here tonight. Neither of these two particularly strong tag team members. Ryan not exactly one that you can trust as a tag team partner, but like we say, they're in a similar situation to what Bolton and Hart are doing. They're going to just try it, but I mean, Hart and Bolton are doing this kind of involuntarily. They didn't really want to work together. Very nice slam down there by Peter Bolton, and look at a jumping elbow from Liam Connors on the other side. So yeah, they didn't really want to work together. They were kind of put together at the request of Bolton, yes, but not exactly the partner he wanted. And when he requested a change of partnership, he didn't get it. So for Bolton and Hart, maybe there's that disadvantage, the fact that they didn't choose to be together. But to be honest, like I say, they've been working together. They're starting to get some wins together. They're starting to help each other get wins in singles action as well. But they need to start racking up some tag team victories, and this will be a good start tonight here in the Warzone pre-show. Last year at the Warzone main show, of course there wasn't a pre-show last year, but last year's main show, Liam Connors started that match, started the show with an open challenge from Wilson Woodward, back when Wilson Woodward was the only official entry into the Money in the Bank ladder match at the time. There's an early cover there by Alan Hart, gets a one. Meanwhile, Bolton keeping Ryan on the outside. And that could be a good strategy if we get someone to get the job done on the inside, whilst everyone else works on the outside. But look at this, Connors takes Hart to the outside, crashing him into the Warzone barricade there. And this Warzone arena is jam-packed for this pre-show. You guys wanted it, you got it. And just like that, everybody has attended here tonight to see this pre-show. We got another big pre-show at main event. Just like last time out, the television championship will be back on the line in an open challenge. And I'm sure Big Willie wouldn't have wanted to celebrate the Warzone pay-per-view in the pre-show, but you know Big Willie, he'll defend that title whenever, wherever. And that's exactly what he's going to do tonight in the main event of this pre-show. And so Peter Bolton now going to try and score a cover in the middle of the ring. Hart just watching on, making sure Connors doesn't get back in. But you know what? Hart and Bolton have done very well here. Maybe not in the traditional sense of double team moves and you know, working together to take out one guy. But they've done very well in the sense they've stayed out of each other's way. They've just worn down a single opponent each, and they haven't tried anything fancy. Just trying to make sure they don't waste this opportunity. Oh, look at that. Hart was going for the Heart Stopper. On the other side, though, we hit a Spine Buster. Spine Buster by the Ace. Connors now trying to turn the tide on the other battle here. Might be looking for the elbow. Oh, look at that. Was looking for the Ace in the hole, but Ryan counters. And now Connors and Ryan. Oh, look at that. Big shoulder tackle, and Ryan falls through with a sidewalk slam. Very nicely done there. And I think Connors and Ryan did very well there. And look at them playing to the crowd. All of a sudden turning the tide in this matchup. And now Ryan tossing Bolton back into the ring. Bolton and Hart now back on the back burner. Need to come up with something big. Ryan tries to go for something big. Prevented by the Ace. And now the Ace has him in the corner. Oh my God, look at this. Going for the drop kick. But, oh, he doesn't see Hart on the other side. This is a risk. Oh, well caught by Hart. Hart keeps himself alive there. His partner wasn't coming to his rescue. Shotgun drop kick on the other side. Into the cover. Is Hart going to keep him distracted? Hart's going to keep him distracted. Is that going to be enough? Hart and Bolton win. Bolton and Hart take the cake. And look at Connors. He couldn't get there in time. Hart did a fantastic job of keeping him busy, keeping him distracted. And it was the shotgun drop kick that does the job. No need for the Ace in the hole tonight. Very well done by Bolton and Hart. Like I say, they had majority control. They did well to keep out of each other's way. And look at this. This was a nice tag team maneuver, brushing over one and a sidewalk slam as well. Fantastic work. Perhaps there is potential for a team between these two. But tonight, Hart and Bolton get the job done again in tag team action. That's 2 in a row. And look at this. These two still on a push as well. But they do celebrate together. The trust still not quite fully there, but it is building. You can start to see it build. Hart and Bolton are starting to become a team that are looking very strong. And how long is it going to be? They keep racking up these wins. How long is it going to be before they become #1 contenders to the tag team titles? Who knows? Because this is a team with a boatload of potential, and they're starting to find the trust they need to pick up these wins. Let's move on down the rest of tonight's pre-show. So some fantastic tag team action to kick off the pre-show, and we're going to wrap it up with the television championship a year ago. Big Willie became the television champion at Warzone. And now, very close to 365 days as a total title reign combined. He is fighting an open challenge again. And look who's come out to answer the call. And you know what? Deservedly so. It is the Big Boss. The Big Boss last night in the Gauntlet match was absolutely incredible. He survived up until Stephen Thomas, which was the 4th person into the Gauntlet match. He did a fantastic job, Big Boss, and he deserves to come out and answer the call here tonight. And the general manager is all for this as well. However, we did know in advance that he was coming, and it's wise that we did. Last time Big Willie and Big Boss collided for the television championship, they broke the ring. And so this time we have reinforced the ring to make sure that that doesn't happen again. If you don't remember how that happened, be sure to go and check out the last time these two faced. It was the Battle of the Giants, and it ended pretty quickly because it ended with an exploding ring. But let's see how Big Boss does tonight. It's been a while since these two have collided. Will the outcome be any different here tonight? The horns of war have sounded for the television champion, who will have happy memories of the Warzone pay-per-view. It is Big Willie, the television champion. At the next pay-per-view, which of course will be the Uprising pay-per-view, where we'll be looking to crown a Mr. Money in the Bank for season number 2. Big Willie will officially have been champion of the television title for a combined total of 365 days. That's right, his first stint, of course, as you'll remember, went on for 198 days, and this will, of course, bring the, at the Uprising pay-per-view, bring the title total of days to the second reign as 167, I believe, off the top of my head. Today marks 139 days as the television champion. He's getting closer and closer to 365. Today is his second reign. It's 139 days as television champion. But tonight he's in real jeopardy. He knows how tough this match could be. The television title back on the line here in the pre-show, just like it main evented the last pre-show. And Big Willie, like I say, he doesn't care when it's on. He just cares that he's defending it. Big Boss, like I say, last time they broke the ring. This time, he'll be hoping that as long as the ring stays intact, that he can take the title. He comes into this match with a lot of momentum, that is for sure, especially off of that Gauntlet match. And as for the champion, and bundles of momentum, of course. He's been defending it week in, week out against tag teams at some point. But Big Willie, the television champion, no stranger to high-pressure situations. And at the same pay-per-view where a year ago he won the television championship for the very first time, he continues his monster reign and monster persona here as television champion. He hands the title over. See that? He kind of looked a little nervous there, Big Willie. Maybe starting to feel the pressure. He knows what it is to deal with a much larger dude, but he's going to have to deal with it here tonight. We'll see how that goes. Bell rings and away we go, and the referee seemed a little reluctant to call the bell. Oh my god! Running headbutt. Down goes Big Willie immediately. Big start there from Big Boss, and again with the headbutts. We're expecting this match to be an absolute all-out slugfest. Like I say, last time they didn't even really get going because just one superplex off the top was enough to wrap it up, and a third headbutt. And already Big Willie on the back burner, and I've never seen such little offense from Big Willie out of the start of a match. And Big Boss requested a rematch a long time ago. There's a Hurricane Rana from the 300-pounder. Requested a rematch a long time ago, never got it. Maybe that's just, maybe it isn't, but like I say, these two broke the ring, and I guess he didn't want to take the chance again, went for the elbow, misses, and now he's getting hit with the knees, and these two just landing strike after strike on each other. Big Willie doesn't fall on that one. He went for a spinning back fist, and instead gets caught by the Big Boss, and now 600 pounds weighing down on the chest. A total of 900 pounds in the ring together, almost as big as the tag team of the Blood Brothers. Of course, weighing in at 1,200 pounds. That's half a ton as a tag team. You can imagine how lethal their half a ton of bricks tag team maneuver is. Oh, look at this. Oh, I thought maybe he was going for the running knee instead of running Hurricane Rana. And usually Big Willie, you trying to use the power advantage in the matchups, but clearly he's getting outpowered and outmaneuvered here by Big Boss, so he needs to use the speed advantage that he clearly has. And I mean, he's quite a big dude, but he seems to be able to land a very nice Hurricane Rana, trying to get the suplex, and he really is struggling to lift the big man here tonight. The Big Boss staying in control, hooks the arms. We've seen this quite a bit lately. Look how much hang time he gets, lifting the 300-pounder in the air. And gonna slam him down onto the back. Big Willie is in serious jeopardy here. I thought Big Boss was lining up for the boss kick there. Instead, the boss... Oh, and I thought maybe he was going camel clutch. Perhaps saw the hand on the rope, decided against it. Now into a sidewalk slam. And I've never seen Big Willie quite manhandled quite like this. A battle of the big man. And that's exactly what this match has come across as. Two men beating the hell out of each other. But Big Willie is taking a huge brunt of offense. We know he can take a punch. We've seen it plenty of times before from Big Willie. But tonight he is getting hammered by Big Boss. Did you see that strike? That phased Big Boss. But not for long. And Big Boss takes him down. And now look at Big Boss trying to mock Big Willie here. Just tossing him around like a rag doll. And we've seen this be enough in the past to put people away with the sheer momentum and the drop down on the slam. And straight into the cover. Is that going to be enough? The referee a little slow to loop around and make the cover. But it's... Oh! I thought I was about to say that was enough. But Big Willie gets the kick out. Shoulder is up. And Big Boss trying to stay in control now. Because he knows he has the momentum. Big Willie has struggled to counter to everything. Big Boss really has got his number right now. And now looking for the underhook again to slam him down. Look at this. I've never seen Big Willie get so beaten down as we have quite seen here. The Big Boss clearly on a huge wave of momentum over the last couple of weeks. And it is escalating into certain control of this match. And Big Willie just doesn't know what to do. And now this could be the end right here. Big Boss lining up for a boss kick. Big Willie has to find something here to kick out with. If it connects, and it does. Boss kick. Is this the end of Big Willie's title reign right here? Count of one, count of two. No, he gets the shoulder up again. First boss kick of the match, and it doesn't get it done. Big Willie hyping himself up. Big Boss hyping himself up. Big Willie now needs to try and fight back. Needs to try and find a comeback. I've never seen Big Willie struggle so much in a title match before. Big Boss providing the fight of his life to keep down Big Willie. But again, as many people have tried and failed, you just can't keep Big Willie down for long. Just refuses to stay down. When a title is on the line, there is no one that you'd rather bet on than that man to walk out the winner. And now look at this. Big Boss is in trouble here. We know how lethal this running knee is. Doesn't have much maneuver to duck it. Can he sidestep? No, he can't. The running knee to the Big Boss. And now going straight into the cover. That has been enough in the past. Is that going to be enough to knock out the big man? It's a 2 count. And to no surprise either, Big Willie hasn't done much offense in this matchup. But now, going to the old reliable running powerbomb. He needs to be careful not to bridge. Can he get the 600-pounder up? Yes, he can. Running powerbomb. Running powerbomb by Big Willie. Straight into the cover. Backs away from the ropes. And it's a 2. The Big Boss kicks out. And he's still in it. What a contest. These two, neither one of them giving up here. Big Willie now taken to the outside. And he's going to celebrate with the crowd. Good memories of this pay-per-view. As I mentioned, the first time he ever won the television championship was at this pay-per-view. Big Boss has probably become one of the most dangerous threats to his title, trying to stomp away on the legs, and that's a good strategy. Big Boss is going to want to be careful here. Remember, champion's advantage. This match ends on count out or disqualification. Then Big Willie will retain the championship. Big Willie has had to do that a number of times. Of course, not by choice. He loves to get in there and pin people down for a count of 3. But sometimes people try their luck at the count out victory, and it doesn't always work. And Big Willie right now all of a sudden is starting to find counters. And with a massive elbow, smashes down the big man. Count of 7 here. And Big Willie's going to get this one back in the ring. And Big Willie now sees him down on the ground in a vulnerable position. And Big Willie really is starting to gain some momentum in this matchup. He started slow, but it has built. And look at this. He's really starting to feel the effects of this grueling match. Oh, no, not again. This will be the real test for this reinforced ring. Big Willie, look at this, an avalanche sidewalk slam. But the ring stays intact, luckily. Straight into the cover of the avalanche sidewalk slam. And a very sharp 2 count from Big Boss. And Big Willie now wondering what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to go back to the old oh no, I thought he was going for the running knee. But he is taunting. He's making fun of Big Boss here, saying it's easy. And oh, look at that, he's made to pay for his mistake with a running spear. Huge spear by the Boss. And now the Boss looking to capitalize. There's a leg drop. And Big Willie made a mistake, and he might have to pay for that mistake. A backbreaker out of a sidewalk slam, straight into the cover. Is this the end of Big Willie's championship reign? No, it's a kick out. Not quite as sharp as Big Boss's, but he gets it up. And Big Boss now looking for an end, looking for another second Boss kick. Can he get it done? No, caught it. Well caught by Big Willie. Can he capitalize? Big Willie slamming the big man down. And trying to stomp away, but well rolled out by Big Willie there, Big Boss. And the battle of the bigs continues, and once again, Big Willie slams him down. What can Big Willie do? I don't think he ever expected Big Boss to bring quite the fight he has. What a match that these people are getting in the pre-show. You guys wanted the pre-show, and boy, we have brought you one. What a contest this has been. Big Willie now has him in the corner. And now what's Big Willie thinking? Big Willie looking for a big shoulder tackle. Oh, and he slams him down again. Very nicely done by Big Willie, who's starting to hype himself up here. Once again playing to the crowd. And the crowd and you guys at home and in the comments can't get enough of Big Willie. And now Big Willie might be looking for an end. Boss was trying to crawl away. Trying to crawl to safety, but it doesn't look like it's to any avail. Looking for the running powerbomb again. Running powerbomb, and his head ricochets off the top turnbuckle. Big Willie drags him away from the ropes and into the cover. Is that enough to end Big Boss here? It is. What a match. These two put each other through their paces. But in the end, there was only one winner, and it was Big Willie. Big Boss dominated the match for so long. He did so well to assert his dominance in this matchup. But after the running knee and powerbomb the first time round, it looked like the tide was shifting. Went for that second Boss kick though, and that's when the tide turned complete and Big Boss retains. Well, Big Boss at the Uprising pay-per-view will be champion for 365 days combined over the 2-reign stint. The monstrous reign of Big Willie continues here in this pre-show, but the question still remains. We'll ask it every week until we find that person who can take the championship away from Big Willie. That is how we're going to wrap up tonight's pre-show. Hope you guys enjoyed, ladies and gentlemen. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts and feelings on tonight's show, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will catch you guys at the Warzone main show. Peace.